So I thought I'd add a little bit of a bumper and a trailer to the video that you're going to watch and hopefully enjoy. The trip itself was very last minute arranged, very ad hoc, and not at all what I do in my kind of day-to-day working environment. We had Paul, Charlie, Matt, and I, and we effectively had to run our diaries from opposing parts of the country. Paul and Matt, they live in Leeds and up the north, and I'm down in London, and I've got obviously quite a lot of stuff to deal with around here. And so I sort of said to them, well, if they can get a cheap flight to Hamburg, I could pick them up en route to the canoeing location, which is this long inlet that's about 50 kilometers long from the Baltic to halfway across Schleswig-Holstein. There's a city called Schleswig, which is near the Viking Museum. There's also Danewerk, which is a very historic site. It dates back to pre-Viking times. There's Castle Gottrop, which is the Landesmuseum. It has a lot of stuff to do with Schleswig-Holstein, which is a unique location because it's as a country within the federated states of Germany, it is knitted into the Danish, Swedish, Prussian, Saxe-Gothers, and British royal families. I think they've got the connections into the Russians as well, and I mean they're all interlinked. So it is a unique location. People always sort of say, "Oh yeah, Schleswig-Holstein, it's a really boring place. There's nothing there." Go and look. I would just recommend, go and look and explore it. It is the nearest bit of far away you can get to within a few hours by plane. You can be there by car in about 10 hours, and it's a really unique location, and it is pretty. And the benefit is there's no one there. The place is empty, and you can do pretty much as you like. However, it's part of a national park. No open fires, no wild camping. They don't have a fun police. You would have thought Germans would have the fun police, but no one bothered us. It was a really, really good experience, and I think everyone enjoyed the trip. So I hope that you can bear with me and watch a little bit of our trip to northern Germany and some of the fun that we had along the way. So thanks very much. That was quite exciting. I just got stopped by the police about 3 o'clock in the morning. Obviously driving down the German motorway, minding my own business, and this black Audi zipped up behind me, and I thought, oh, here we go, that'll be them. And sure enough, German police flagged me in. Let's have a little chat. So I gave them the usual, which is a nice cheerful greeting, the old moin, which obviously means morning, which it is. And I went, ooh, you speak German? I said, yes, I speak German, yeah, fine. Okay, what are you doing? Well, I'm driving that way to Hamburg, meet some friends, and then we will go on and go somewhere else and do some bits and pieces. Oh. Are you carrying any weapons or drugs or money? And I went, I've got some headache tablets, a little bit of money. I've got a penknife in case I need to cut with the scissors on for cutting my fingernails. That's about it really. Can I help you with anything? No. We're just checking because obviously we need to know what's happening. That's all good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your service. Then they had to have a little look in the boot, asked me what all the stuff was, which I explained, and they were very impressed. Apart from, I couldn't remember what tent pegs the word tent pegs is in German, which causes herrings. That's so obvious, you know, a herring. Anyway, so I had all of that fun and games to deal with, and then and now I'm about 100 miles from Hamburg, so I'll be seeing Paul shortly. Right. By way of addendum to the whole little police stop, so once we concluded the fact that I wasn't a wanted international terrorist, and that cutting my fingernails, you know, with my pair of scissors or my penknife wasn't a bad thing, and that headache tablets, you know, weren't illegal drugs or whatever. They asked me a question, a really interesting question I hadn't given any thought to until that moment. And they went, well, what do you think? What do you think? And I went, oh yeah. What do you think of Brexit? And I was like this. I wasn't expecting that as a question, to be quite honest. And I sort of said, well, to be honest, it's not really that easy to answer in the middle of the night at the side of the road, because there's quite a lot to unpack here, and I don't think you've got all that much time. I'm pretty sure you've got like serious business to conduct. And he said, yeah, but what do you think as an English person about Brexit? And I said, well, the problem is I'm not really English. You know, I've got an English passport, but I've also got a German passport. So it's two questions, isn't it? Is it, what do I think of it as an English person? Fair enough. And what do I think of it as a German person? And do the two answers marry up in a sort of tidy way? And he went, oh yeah, that's quite a... And then he sort of said, then he said, well, that was quite a complicated question to ask. Perhaps I wasn't completely ready for it. And I said, no, I'm ready for it. I can give you an answer. It's just I'm pretty sure you won't like it either way. I just, you know, I can understand an English person voting for Brexit and an English person voting against Brexit, because the pro-Brexit believed the information they were given by the various parties that were for Brexit. The reality is more that being against Brexit, the idea that somehow you're going to get conferred better services, be treated better, would be foolish, because you've got loads of rights, the travel rights, the this, that and the other, whatever you want to do, and you kind of, all your rights kind of confer, and by stepping out of it, you take those rights away. So it's taking back control, giving control to someone else, at which point you can see the policeman just glazing over, going, oh Christ, I've picked one here. So and I sort of said that, and I said, and of course then you've got the duality of my personal situation, where I am a foreigner, so, and I live in England. I've lived in England for a long time, and I sound really English. And he went, oh, and but you must be you must be English. And I went, well, my English friends think I'm not English, and my German friends don't think I'm German. So it doesn't really matter what I say and think. I'm always caught outside of the envelope of safety. So you're going to get an answer whether you like it or not, and apparently that's a very northern German thing. So, you know, I can only do what I can do on this. So he was a little bit thrown by that as a remark, but you know, what else can I say? And then they let me go, which was very nice. So there.
Heading across that way.
Follow that boat over there, Chad. Into the sunset.
Yeah, follow that boat.
Should we leave? Let's go. Oh. 2K.
2K? Already? Amazing. Close-up shots.
Action shots.
This is a right song to canoe to. Bit of Nick Drake.
So this is day one, effectively. We picked up the canoes last night, and then we came from behind. There's a bridge. We came along the Schlei, this fjord, and then came into this harbour, and then we're going to go out later on today and disappear up wherever that is, up there around the corner, and continue down further inland effectively. And this is what the place looks like. It started out in typical kind of weather for this time of year. It's quite cold this morning, but give it another hour or so and it'll be absolutely baking hot. It should be perfectly clear, nice and sunny. So it's lots and lots of suntan lotion this morning. So I will catch up on this later.
No space.
Yeah, there's no.
Oh, stretch your legs.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
bum cheek wobble. So we're on day two now. We're going that way, which is inland a bit further, towards the Viking Festival. But we've still got, I reckon, a good 30 kilometres of rowing today. But not today. We're kind of 3/4 of the way to the campsite now, which is good. We're hoping to get some scrap, something to eat, because we're starving, and a couple of pints maybe at dinner time, if I'm allowed. Obviously not Chaz. But it's absolutely amazing. It's fantastic. So, check in soon. Has. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, my friend. Tip the camera into the water then.
Oh, come on.
Right, I got you.
Sever your ties with the London skies, cause you got the whole thing wrong. Like a wildlife sanctuary, I think there's a fence on it.
Is there? Can we sit there and have a sandwich? Hi, my name's Matt. We are currently on day 3 and we've reached the grand opening of the Schlei behind us. And we've got about another day and a half to get down to the festival site all the way in the distance down there. It is absolutely fabulous here. We are paddling our little hearts out and having a grand old adventure. So, ace job. Thanks.
The weather's been amazing. It's been promised. We've been promised a thunderstorm by BBC Weather, but we don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, we're just about to go get some sneaky little drinks. So.
Wow, so much for the thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What time is it?
I've got no idea.
Didn't they say it was coming at like 1?
Yeah.
Well, 1 to 6. So.
Wunderbar.
What's that? Is it a chocolate bar?
It's a chocolate bar, yeah. Absolutely crazy. Zip it up, dude.
The absolute hammer, yeah? And so as Ben Das, he was the absolute hammer.
As you can see, it's quite blowy out. This is day 5 or 6. I've kind of lost track. I know I'm down to my last pair of clean socks, so we're getting pretty close towards the end of the trip when we start going back. The weather, as you can see, is pretty blowy. We've had a real rainstorm come through last night to kick the tents around quite a bit, and crossing the middle of the Schlei, which is a massive body of water, in this kind of condition is probably a bit dangerous. We were there yesterday in the sunshine, it was good. It's doable, just in this weather it's probably not recommended, and as I don't know the emergency phone number for a river rescue or wherever the hell they are over here, we'll just leave that one alone, and we're going to try and get a bus into town and see what's going on.
Irgendwelche Veränderungen, es wird nochmal darüber gesprochen, wo wurde verloren gegangen wurde und so weiter. Die ersten Anweisungen sollen dir gegeben. Also, ich denke mal, komm, du bist langweilig, du lässt einfach, oder? Und dann geht das gleich. Gerade ganz wichtig, wo der Kahn das Seite einklappt, muss man so eine Situation auch tatsächlich ansagen, weil man im Tunnel direkt nach vorne gewickelt ist. Wenn man dann seitlich auch mitbeteiligen muss man das ganz gerne auch wissen. Den gehe ich näher, den hat keine Lust mehr. Da steht der Natsch. Viele machen auf der Seite. Wer lebt da noch?
Nowhere near there. Charles, you're the best so far.
It's going to the other side, it's coming out on the
You
side.
need to learn how to do it.
Got it?
Charles.
But I thought it's meant to be like, ooh, really deep.
Oh, we don't have those rings.
No.
So
It still doesn't fit. The biggest finger ever.
It's a sign of eternity.
An eternity ring.
we need to find one that
I can
fits
literally
Matt.
get my thumb in there. Easy, easy.
Almost.
Ja, jetzt geht's ja. Schauen gerade noch unter den Tisch nach der Powerbank. Aber ansonsten habe ich halt spätestens noch mal. Ich kann auch mal kurz so aufmachen.
Ja.
Mein Gesicht ist
And you take a card payment. No card.
Cash or you can pay me. No, you can pay with. You can pay with skulls. You can pay with hand knitted socks.
How many skulls?
And knitted
Really, I was paid in, for example, those.
Oh wow.
I was paid in this dress. This was payment.
Really? Oh, wow. I wish I could give you something. So cash
Don't
on.
have that cash on. Or you can pay me.
Pretty good. Great time at the Vikinger Fest.
Vikinger?
The Vikinger, we've watched some fighting. We've seen lots of people being dismembered. We've seen incredible things being made. And we've got just coming through now. We're going to stand aside because there are some
Bringing
Vikings
some boiling oil
about
through.
to come through and dismember us.
It actually feels like we've gone back about 1200 years. It's absolutely incredible. Yeah.
Fahren zu fernen Ufern, zu stechen werden sie. Segeln und wir rudern, mit Axt und Schwert vereint. Wir plündern und wir rauben und schlagen jeden Feind. Meine Mutter sagte, Ruhm kommt mit der Zeit, fahren gegen Westen und die Christenheit. Ihr Schildwall ist zwar mächtig, doch wir durchschlagen ihn. Die Götter wollen wir ehren, o den wir auch töten.
Findest du groß? Aber geh mal rein.
Enthaltet euch und seid fröhlich. Lauft und fresst und haut auf die Kacke. Auf geht's!
Aber ich stand nicht dabei.
Lunch break, day six I think, I don't know. No clean socks left, so must be around 6. We've just come back from past the railway bridge where the waves were pushing us out, which is good, but the waves were quite big, and I'm glad we passed that bit now. We're now on the Baltic side of the railway bridge. Still heading back towards Arnis, and as you can see, it's much much calmer than it was, but out there you can still see the white horses on the waves. You know, as it's cresting, it's foaming up, and there's quite a lot of sea foam developing, and they're in big channels, and you have to kind of stay in between those to avoid the worst of the waves. So we'll have some lunch and then we'll carry on.
Bit of driftwood there that looks like an angler chap done there.
Spear one.
We're on the last stop now. We're just heading towards the last campsite. We're on a beach full of mussels. We were about to camp here, but we realised that the tide is coming up. So by 6:15 we're probably going to be underwater swimming. So we're going to head for the last campsite, which is about 500 yards that way. We'll see you soon.
I think we're about two, perhaps 5 kilometres left to go to give the canoes back. We must have looked pretty beaten up yesterday, because after we got kicked around on the main body of water, which now looks deceptively calm, the owner of the campsite where we stopped was kind enough to bring his 4x4 out and pick all of our stuff up and drive it into the camping spot, so we didn't have to carry it. So, but this morning he's off and his wife hasn't got the car keys. So we'll give this thing back, give the canoes back, and then we'll go off into the distance.
Going back. They've turned around.
Have they? That's bad.
Tires.
Oh, hello, where are we going?
Out there. It could be. It could be the boat constrictor. Ramming speed.
That way.
Still on the bottom a little bit.
We're literally stuck on the bottom.
We're off. Sweet.
It's still really shallow here.
Hola. ¿Cómo está?
Fly by. Yeah.
Buffaloes is a big creature. each have 1,000 wings on them. Have like 3,000 tiny wings per buffalo. Yeah, it's actually not fur. It's a million tiny wings. They're called buffalo wings. That's a really good point there. No, I don't. I feel like it's good for that.
Strava on? Yeah. You're keeping quite straight today, you guys. Right?
Yeah, with my accuracy.
We probably did about 13 because we were going like that yesterday.
Well, if you've made it this far, you've done really well. So thank you very much. This was our 7 day trip to northern Germany. Paul, Charlie, Matt, myself were the main instigators of this. It was filmed literally just on some mobile phones because we didn't have space. We didn't have the luxury of taking more equipment and making it better. So, you know, I apologize if it's a bit wobbly and a bit noisy in places. It was a great trip. It was safe with enough danger, you know, when the weather got up that we knew that, you know, this could come a little bit unstuck. So we had a good time. The location's lovely. It's predominantly part of a big nature reserve. There's no one there. There's just no one there. It's the nearest bit of far away that you can get to and have this type of adventure. We found the canoe rental places online. We found the campsites online. You do need a modicum of German to get by, because there are a lot of places they don't see English tourists there at all. It's really, really odd. I mean, people always laugh when I go back to there. I'm kind of drawn to the place. Like, why go there? There's just nothing there. And I'm like, that's probably the attraction. You can just be far enough away from everyone. So it's a great place. So again, thanks very much for watching. If you liked it, pop a like down there. If you have a comment or you want some information, by all means ask me a question. I'll leave the comments open. And we'll probably try and run a trip like this again. I mean, we'll try and take more time because there's more places to look at. So watch this space, and thanks very much for watching. Thank you. Bye-bye.